I got to read the American Bookseller Association versus Hudnut. This case was about pornography and women's rights. When I first signed up for this case, I thought it was about books, but then I read about how pornography and women's rights has changed and has happened throughout history. I thought the media could have pushed this case more because it was something that needed to happen and still probably needs to happen nationwide. Women needs their rights in all industries. Doesn't matter if it's an office building or even the porn industry. The media had a lot of ethical dilemmas because you look at literature, art, speech, and even day-to-day life. It has a lot of women being sexualized objects who enjoy pain or humiliation, rape, being cut up, penetrated by objects or animals, injured, bruised, bleeding, violence, and the list goes on. And that definitely has a lot of ethical boundaries because a lot of us don't think that's very ethical, but in the porn industry, they think it's very ethical. And I think there is some ethical violations made with this case because they talk about all these things I just listed off, then turn it on literature. Yes, literature does have a lot of these things, but in most cases, it's not about real people. And when we look at porn and all these different things that happen that are very unethical, we don't think about it's someone's livelihood that's being put on display for everyone to watch and get pleasure out of it while they are being tortured or whatever the scenario is. We don't think that it's someone having fun or enjoying what they're doing. It could be someone that is truly in pain or it's not really enjoying what they're doing. I think the media followed the core principles of journalism. They stuck to the truth and listened to the case and gave the people the story that the case followed. But I think they could have pushed it more. They could have went even farther and made it even more nationally recognized. But if you look at today's world, I don't think I could really find a modern case that is happening today or a couple years ago. This case is very unique. I know they talked about some other cases, but in today's society, I couldn't find one. And there are probably some out there, but nationally, there's not really much attention to pornography and women's rights or like Indiana facing a case like this. I think the case should have favored the law against the pornography because when you really think about it, you never know if the person are there because they want to be there or are they forced. And when you get into are they forced? Are they sex trafficking? Or are they, abducted, kidnapped? It just goes on and you never know if it's real or forced, tortured. It just goes on. So, truly, is it even ethical to even film pornography? Is it even ethical to even watch it if it's a torture scene, if they're... The list goes on. So, in all reality, is it even ethical or okay by anything to not have everyone have their rights